run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So the PI declined, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here. To the air again, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. Just batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 10-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Goff. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And they work.
We're going to have to censor a lot in this video. If you want to know the full extent of what this guy Warren was saying to our decoy, read the full chat log. Be sure to support us on locals. Start Starbucks lattes are getting really expensive these days, and we got to get the whole crew lattes here to keep us going with catching these bad guys. So if you feel it in your heart, please, guys, support us on Locals and buy us a coffee and keep us going with catching guys like Warren. And then we do have a video of him borderline exposing himself on video chat. He showed us. So, well, he should be here in the next hour or so. So let's get into position and get ready to meet us.
That's the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Goff now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down and 6 now. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Goff looking to change the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On the give, here's Gibbs. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like,
and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
29. Cowboys 16.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
and confidence is powerful, isn't it?
run again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Dallas.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Brian Branch with it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions.
I like that,
touchdown.
don't you? I like it.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's got this to Pickens. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
And the a Cowboy first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
But now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Lions, and the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback, and that's Jared Goff.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.
So that'll do it for us, for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard.
I think this is intense. Look at how long this graphic message is. Talking about the things you want to do with her. You don't want to. It's not 3 things. It's all kinds of stuff.
I'm not saying that there wasn't an intent in that. What I'm saying is that there was a reform between that.
Look at that record, bro.
Maybe not in that moment, but the thing is, you said that, caressing her nipple, playing with it for a while, your hand down her stomach, and then your hand at the back side of her leg, and slowly rubbing the outside, moving inside, rubbing this, sliding the finger in while you continue to rub it. It just goes on for 3 more paragraphs. I mean, it's like you're writing your own script here.
It's Dr. Stanley here. If you're thinking about 3-on-6, a full mouth implant, and you want to know what you can and can't eat, here's for you. Right after your surgery, you're going to have temporaries that are printed in 3D. They can be broken fairly easily, so hard foods and foods that can smash under the gums are going to be a no-no for you. My rule of thumb is if you can't squish it with the
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium.
He sink, man. He's about to whoop his ass.
For the implants because of that diet restriction. So come for a free consultation at Bridge Dental Center.
Oh, hey, Dr. Marty. Hey, Beth. What's wrong with this? It's premium stuff.
Let's check it out. It's skill kibble, which means it's ultra-processed at extremely high temperatures that destroy the nutrients in the food. But at Dr. Marty, we gently freeze-dry premium meat, fruit, and vegetables, locking in their nutrients.
Big mogul.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the the San Francisco 49ers.
If I beat you, can you subtract?
With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get
I'm live right now, but I'll be dropping.
And we are underway here in Silicon Valley.
Everybody about to see you get your ass whooped.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They run once more with McCaffrey. And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They're indeed going for this. It's Purdy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Room to maneuver at the 35. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
9 yards. And this is 3rd down.
Jackson, a dive, but he's hit, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down. Here's the give to Henry, running right. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down. Play action now. Jackson. Pass caught by Hifner. And he won't get away. Good overfield tackle there to get him down behind the line.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring him down for a loss.
To the pylon, he's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's across midfield.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 6. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Now, a short one caught by Tonjes. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to the reads. They all played their responsibilities. They're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And now it's fourth down. Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Forced to his right. Taking off. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
In motion comes Andrews. On the handoff, it's Henry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here they come for 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Henry.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these 3rd and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd down and 3 coming up. On the ground, here's Henry. Trying to push his way to the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get there. Stopped by the defense. That's a loss of a yard. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Taking off, he'll try to get there. So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gave himself up there after picking up the 1st down.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Alfred Collins there to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Henry. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Ravens 1st down.
In motion comes Andrews. On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Trey Greenlaw in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Bailey Flowers wide open. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Offense rolling right along on this drive. Another 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake. Jackson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. As the clock is stopped with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. That'll bring up 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield. But none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
First and 10 for Purdy. Down the field, it's Evans. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's hot. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
A 48-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they'll take this down inside with 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll run it with Henry. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. He's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
Let's go.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Teddy Buchanan is there on the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. This one caught left side by Evans. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
12 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
A run here with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
McCaffrey on the carry. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Forced out wide. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll go with Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
At the 46-yard line.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the third. New set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On to the fourth quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A gain of 6.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to...
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 coming up. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Fought for and caught for the first down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now McCaffrey. Open space inside the 10. And he will score! Christian McCaffrey
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Now Purdy. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. They'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is first and 10. Jackson. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. Now Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Baltimore.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson now. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage, very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up third and inches.
Henry. He is down at the 14, but will have the first down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop at 21 seconds to go in the game. Here's first down. He'll step up and run this. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. Now an opening past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A first down throw for Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chain by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here's McCaffrey. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made. And now we get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go on the clock. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to win the game.
It's the same as my username, baby.
That's long enough, and it's good! On target from long range. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory.
Eu vou com os shots.
We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on a rainy one at Arrowhead. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going.
I don't even know what I clicked.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Roger McCreary up from his corner spot makes the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Chiefs nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll go up top with this one. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Tough one to pick up here. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Kylie Williams is there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Mahomes back. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And they will finally run him down. Mahomes connects with Kelce for a big one. 36 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Oh, that one intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Goff. Loose past the 35. And they bring him down, but what a play past the 45.
A gain of 43 yards. 1st down, Lions.
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Lions ball to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Well, after a bit of a reprieve, the rain has returned. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no game.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
A gain of 12.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option, choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. Here's Bates for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he is going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete. Pass intended for Williams. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Goff in the pistol. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
25-yard line.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end.
Pass complete to Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Remigio now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line.
9-yard loss.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and long coming up. Throwing is Mahomes. Oh, the pressure all over him. He goes down again. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Mahomes. And this drive, an unmitigated disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.